Alright, so it's streaming right now. Let me see if it's streaming. Alright, starting up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of the Hip Hop Review. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Alright. Welcome to an episode of the Hip Hop Review. This your boy Reg here. Got my homegirl Ash with me.
What up?
Got my homeboy Try with me and shit.
No,
Before I start, you guys' eyes are not tripping. Yeah, we're actually gonna do 3 boxes all at once now because I'm now using OBS Studio because after the debacle StreamYard's been causing, I decided to steer away from using StreamYard. I'm only gonna use StreamYard if I'm gonna collaborate with other YouTubers. Hence, Try, or in case my homeboys want to collab too, I might just keep that for this. But I'm gonna try this OBS out, and so far it's been working out pretty good and shit like that. Give me one more second. Alright. Yeah, but with that being said, the album we're about to review today is Will Smith with his first solo album, Big Willie Style, released in 1997 on Sony, which was under Columbia Records. This has been talked about for a while and shit like that. A lot of times we've mentioned this album, we're gonna review it, and it's a surprising album you guys might not expect me to listen to, but I like a little good pop rap once in a while and shit, so. And everyone loves Will Smith one way or another, when it's acting, rapping, dancing, whatever. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah. So with that being said, how did y'all get into know about Will Smith, whether it was acting or music? I'm gonna start off with Try first.
me, I got into Will with the second album. He's a DJ, I'm a rapper, and just been a fan of his ever since. By chance, ended up meeting him in 2006. Him and Jada Pinkett and the kids when they were little at that time, and always been a fan of his. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, love that show. That's one of my favorite shows of all time. The movies, Bad Boys, and Bad Boys 2, Men in Black. I Robot, I Am Legend, all those movies. Just been a fan of his, and I feel like you know he, he really opened the door for rappers to get on the big screen and have their own show on have their own sitcom on television. And um I think he's made it, he was the first rapper to get a Grammy, and he's opened a lot of doors for everybody else to come through and get money, beyond rap, beyond the studio, and I think he's a legend. So I've been a fan of his, ever since.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's a dope story right there. How about yourself, Ash?
Yeah, I got into Will Smith through watching him on Fresh Prince of Bel Air and listening to the Millennium album that I still have. And I know my mom has his Lost and Found album. And I also have been watching some of his movies such as Bad Boys, Independence Day, Bad Boys 2, Pursuit of Happiness, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness. I like that. I like that movie, but it's a hard movie to watch at times and shit. Shit. For me, I mostly got into Will Smith. I think the first memory I have of Will Smith was Men in Black, because that was a real big movie. And then I remember that Nickelodeon used to run the cartoon series of that shit. And then the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, of course, was syndicated around that time too and shit. And I used to watch that show a lot growing up, and I still watch the show too. It's a classic show. And then once it came to the music and stuff like that, I mean, I knew he did music, but I didn't know he was really that big in music and shit like that. So I listened to his music and stuff like that. It was very entertaining, and that's how I mostly just got into Will Smith. First the acting, then the music and shit. So all right. So for those of you who don't know who Will Smith is, he is rapper actor that was born in Philadelphia. He was like raised like as a Baptist and stuff, and he was like very smart when he was growing up. He was like very smart, very articulate and shit growing up. And so when he was, I think when he was in high school, he got a love for hip hop, and so he hooked up with his friend DJ Jazzy Jeff. You guys should know who DJ Jazzy Jeff is. Dope DJ, underrated producer, if you ask me. Check out the Far Side Passing Me By Jazzy Jeff remix and shit. Love that remix. So with that being said, you know, he hooked up with Jazzy Jeff, and what many people don't also know is that there's also a third member when it comes to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and he goes by the name of Reddy C, who's pretty much like, I want to say like a beatboxer, hype man, pretty much and shit. And they dropped their first album, Rock the House, in '87 and stuff after the success of their single Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble, which uses the I Dream of Jeannie theme song and stuff like that. And they got them a deal with Jive Records thanks to Russell Simmons and stuff. So, and the song that really put them out there was Parents Just Don't Understand, which everyone knows. Everyone knows that song, you know, classic song, which was like the lead single of He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, was just probably like my favorite album when it comes to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I just love the production, how clean it was and stuff. That was the first double album when it comes to hip hop, and there's a lot of confusion. It's the first double album, not the double CD. That honor goes to like Tupac and shit. Well, technically Esham and shit with the Judgment Day, but that's a different story right there. And so there's some controversy, you know, when it comes to like the success, because they actually got the first Grammy Award for rap solo performance, but the awards was not even televised because, you know, the Grammys still disapproved of hip hop. So DJ Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince, and a couple others, you know, they had like the anti-Grammys and shit like that, which was like very big at that time too, you know, because, you know, it was a step forward how hip hop should be respected as a genre of music. Then around the time 1989 happened, they dropped their next album, And in This Corner, which I also have in my collection too. Which that album was solid, it was pretty okay and shit. I have to re-listen to that album because it's been a while since I've heard the album and shit.
Yeah.
But around this time, he was going through some money issues because, you know, he was spending like a lot of shit on, you know, cars and clothes and shit like that. So by the time it was 1990, he was almost bankrupt, and so he was actually at one of Quincy Jones's party, and, you know, the original Fresh Prince, I think Benny Medina, you know, he was in talk with Will Smith to do the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which we all know what happened with that shit, you know what I'm saying? Classic show, we all know what happened with that. And also in 1989, he was actually, what many people don't know, he was actually arrested in 1989 too for alleged assault, but, you know, the charges was dismissed. Thank God for that. Yeah, Will Smith was actually arrested. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but he was accused of doing something, but it was just, I think he wasn't even at the same city from what I remember and shit. So thank God for that. So the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, huge ratings hit for NBC, which ran from 1990 to 96. Also by that time too, in 91, they dropped their album Home Base in 91. Home Base was, I know that's your favorite album from there, right?
That one and In This Corner, those two are like my favorites.
Yeah, I like the album, don't get me wrong. It has class songs like Summertime,
Right.
Things That You Do, but a bit too much house tracks in my taste. A bit too much house tracks.
Right.
And shit, like, but, you know, Summertime, that was a huge song back in 91. You know, everyone knows that song.
Yeah.
Shit, that's probably my favorite song from them when it comes to that one or Brand New Funk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
So also 92, 93, he was getting into act more like movie roles. He did an appearance on a Made in America. Then 93, he did a 6 Degrees of Separation. Also in '93, him and DJ Jazzy Jeff dropped their last studio album, which was Code Red, which that album to me is very slept on and shit.
Yeah.
Had more of like a boom bap sound and shit. Like boom boom, shake the room. But a lot of people in their like main fan base kind of thought like, oh, they were like trying to go street because the gangster rap was taking over at that time, and a lot of cats were kind of falling into like the hardcore style, like Leaders in the New School with the Time album and shit.
Right.
LL Cool J with 14 Shots to the Dome, which I love those albums and shit, but y'all know where I'm getting at. Y'all know. MC Hammer, The Funky Headhunter, that's another story for a different day. So that was the last studio album from them, and so he took a break from music. In '95, he did Bad Boys with Martin Lawrence, which they should just hang that shit up. We don't need another sequel, in my personal opinion. I didn't like the second one that much anyway, but 1996 was the year that changed everything. He Fresh Prince of Bel-Air ended, and that summer Independence Day dropped. The second highest grossing movie. That movie took him to another stratosphere and shit like that. Yeah, man, that's like one of the best science fiction movies, period, man. And I'm not even a science fiction head, and I would watch that movie. So 1997 happened. That's when he did Men in Black. Loved that movie and shit. And that was when the first singles for this album came out, like Men in Black, the title song, which I'm gonna talk about, and then we have the song Just Cruising, which was on the Men in Black soundtrack, but it was on the UK version of this album and shit. Bastards, but
Nah, it's on the American version. It's on this one.
yeah, I know it's on the Men in Black soundtrack, but it's not on the US version of Big Willie style.
No, it's not. It's not on the US version.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just found that out last night, because all these years I was like, why the hell was not this song on the album?
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But since we're talking about Just Cruising, that's shit right there. If that was on the US retail, that would easily been the best song off the album. Love that song. Love the way he was flowing on that song and shit. Even the Trackmaster's remix off that song was dope too. And shit, love that song. That's pretty much my favorite Will Smith song solo wise and shit. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Y'all have any thoughts about Just Cruising?
I
still gotta listen to that song. I just only heard like a snippet of it.
That was dope. It was real like smooth and real jazzy. I like the video with it, and yeah, I always wonder why he didn't put it on Big Willie style, but I guess they he saved that exclusively for the soundtrack instead or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, that's definitely slept on song for me.
For real. The video too, man.
Yep. Just cruising in his car and shit.
Facts.
That was dope.
And Ash, you say you only heard a snippet of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, bad. And so yeah, with Just Cruising, man, like if you guys haven't even heard that song, like just check that shit out right now, like.
Yeah.
And so fast forward to '97, he got his new recording deal. He was getting ready to get back to rapping. A lot of people were kind of like doubting him and shit like that, saying, "Oh, you too Hollywood and shit." But we'll see what we have to say about this album, because he proved them all wrong and shit,
Yeah.
So, producers this album has are Trackmasters, who executive produced this album with Will Smith. LES. Will did a few beats and shit. DJ Jazzy Jeff did some shit too, which I like that they still kept their relationships intact even after all these years and shit. You know what I'm saying? Keith Pelzer, Ryan Toby, Andres So Heard, Valvin Ruin, and Sauce. Yeah, ain't nothing but Sauce in the '90s moniker and shit. But and a little side note before I talk about the guest appearances. Nasty Nas or Nas Escobar ghost wrote a lot of this shit on this album.
Yeah.
Like Chasing Forever, he ghost wrote and shit. And
Yeah.
I think he also did some shit with Getting Jiggy with It, I think. But just a little side note I want to just display on y'all. Guest appearances include Larry Blackman and Cameo. Jamie Foxx, he was the Be Real dude, which I'm gonna let it be known I didn't really care for the Be Real skits like that. Yeah, Camp Low. Coco from SWV did background vocals. And Lisa Left Eye Lopes, rest in peace to her.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, I'm gonna get my laptop charger right quick.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm almost done with this shit. I'm just gonna wrap this shit up. Alright, bet. Okay, so the first song off this album is pretty much like the intro song. Pretty much, standard intro, sets the whole tone of the album. Y'all know the ordeal and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all have anything to say about the intro?
The intro was alright. I mean, you could tell I was Jamie Foxx voice playing Keith Be Real, the Keith Be Real character, and like he's acting like he's at the album premiere for Big Willie Style. He's asking Will, do you have a superblistic complex? And Will's like, what are you talking about? And he's telling Will, I never seen the Wu dancing with a bunch of aliens before. I just thought I was funny. I didn't care, like you said, I didn't care for the Jamie Foxx skits, but I could understand why Will did it, because Jamie Foxx is probably one of his best friends in Hollywood or whatever.
Right.
So he wanted to like pack the album with like a lot of star-studded big names or whatever, but I didn't care for like none of the skits on the album.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I didn't care too much for the skits either, even though some were like a little funny to me, but then too I was like this Jamie Foxx, like I had to take me a moment to figure it out. I'm like, yeah, I know who this is. I know he was at the album release party asking him some questions, asking real questions about certain stuff, and it's like, typical stuff.
Facts. It's crazy how they both did Ali together and shit. It's crazy. But yeah. Alright, so leaving the fucking intro, we're gonna get to Y'all Know, which y'all know what I got from that track is pretty much like a braggadocio, reintroducing himself to the mass and shit, like, y'all, I'm Will Smith, I'm the rapper and shit, y'all remember me as the rapper and shit. So that's pretty much what I got from this track. Love the fucking beat to that track too.
Yeah, it's dope, frenetic beat. I like the DJ scratches, the lines where Will says the fantastic, boombastic, hitting 10 times hotter than any of you cats get. See more green than David Banner, more juice than Tropicana. You hawk me like a lantern. Some dope lines on there, like the real like boom bap beat, and a great way to start off the album. To me, this should have been like the first track instead of the intro.
Right.
Just to start the album off. But so a dope cut I like on this album.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. This should have definitely been the first track.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs off of this album. I love the beat to it too, because it's like, oh my god, I could just vibe out to this right now if I wanted. And I do see where y'all saying like it's a way of like reintroducing himself to the world, like people think, just since he's been acting and thinking he's gone full-fledged Hollywood now, they don't think he can still rap. But hey, take a listen to this.
Yep.
Prove y'all wrong.
All them wrong and shit. Facts. Okay, now we go from a song that's bumping to one of the most recognizable pop rap songs, Getting Jiggy with It. Okay, now I fit this song mostly in the category of the Big Papas, the Step Into the Worlds, the I Just Wanna Love You. Those rap songs that gets overplayed and you kind of get tired of. But I can kind of, I'll let it kind of slide for Will and shit, because it's still like Will Smith and stuff like that. I let it slide from, because people don't really overplay it as much as those songs, especially from where I stay at though. So, yeah, everyone knows the track. It uses that famous Sister Sledge sample and stuff like that. And you know the rumors that there was rumors that Nas ghost wrote this, but Nas had said in the interview that Will Smith wrote this whole song himself and shit. You know what I'm saying? And even according to Will Smith, he believed this song got popular because of the fact that they played this song in an episode of Seinfeld and shit. So that's very interesting. So getting jiggy.
Really?
Yeah. Seinfeld. George Costanza. Yeah. So yeah, getting jiggy with it. Y'all know the song. Y'all dance to the song on the low, so don't even front. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not even gonna quote no lines from this song. Everybody should know this song. It's severe. This was a big hit. It was severely overplayed on MTV, even on TRL, and it was all over TRL Countdown, all over Rap City, commercials, movies, and everything. I think it got overplayed. It became like the chorus became, to me, the chorus is kind of cheesy, but I still like the song because it's still a dope song. Like the Trackmasters and LES. It's one of those club joints, and like from this song, people started saying jiggy, and because that's how popular the song got, it was like a new slang created in hip hop just based off of this song. And I still like it. I just think that it got way overplayed too much. And it's still a dope song to me. I like the beat, the bass line, the guitars, everything. This is like a hit for anybody's album. Like concerning like mainstream rap, but I still like it. I just feel like it got way overplayed too much though. But it's still dope to me.
I agree too.
It is. There's also a remix. The
With
remix
DJ
was done by
Scratch.
Jermaine Dupri, but the remix is nothing like the original one. I still prefer the original mix.
Yeah, there's also another remix with DJ Scratch too.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, I just heard it last night.
Okay, I'm gonna check that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I remember this song getting played when I was a little kid, and I've seen the video plenty of times, and it was to a point where I kind of got annoyed with it as a child, mind you. I'm like, will y'all stop playing it? Because it was like everywhere I went, I kept hearing it, either at a skating rink or at my mom's best friend's house, just somewhere, or the video was getting played on TV. I'm like, oh my god, like stop it. Yeah, but it was like after a while, I was like, okay, I gotta not hear this song for a good minute. I'd rather hear something else over this. I have nothing against the song. It's a catchy song with a Sister Sledge sample and great instrumentation used for it. I can't imagine anyone else doing a song like this, even though some people consider it whack, corny, or whatever. But like it's better like to hear it like every once in a while and not hear it constantly, because after a while you're gonna kind of get sick of it. That's just me.
Yeah, that's perfectly like what I mean by my statement and shit like that. Because as cringy as the video was, no video was as cringy as public announcements, yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay.
You remember that shit?
Bro, when I saw that video, it just burned to my fucking mind and shit. Like, yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay.
That was bad.
And then they're gonna like fucking twerk and shit like. Oh shit! But moving on. Track number 4, Candy, featuring Larry Blackman and Cameo. How many hip hop songs in the late '90s sample Cameo's Candy?
I
Everybody.
don't know.
Cause I swear to God, LL Cool J had a song sample Candy. Somebody, Larry Blackman must have been getting like a lot of checks back around this time because I'm just saying. And yeah, I don't really care for Candy like that because yeah, it's just the same thing.
I know why you don't care too much for Reg because they overplayed at our school.
Yeah.
Right.
Like tastes like I love the song, but it's just overplayed and shit. And that's not
Yeah,
even.
yeah. I mean, I got nothing against it either, but it's just like after a while, you just kind of get sick of it, and that's what happened.
I'm just tired of. I just don't like the word up era of Cameo like that anyway. But shit. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Candy.
The I think the best well, one of the best uses of the Candy sample was the Tupac All About You. I love that song
Yes.
as a meme. Um I think it was dope, they basically used the instrumental from the Cameo song, but I
Right.
thought it was a dope joint, and having Larry Blackman from Cameo on the song was dope as well. And I'm surprised he didn't release a video for this, because I mean, he just really, like, this album was like really commercial, and he released a lot of, like, big hits off of this album. So that this could have been like another hit for him. But I thought it was dope. The lines where he says, "You sweet, good enough to eat, make a brother want to TLC creep." Thought I was clever. That's really about it. I didn't really quote nothing else. But I thought it was an okay joint.
Yeah. Let me ask you, if they did make a video, would you see Larry Blackman's cup and shit?
I don't know if he would avoid in the video. I mean, I guess he would have to if you do a video, and I mean, everybody knows Larry Blackman with the hair and the red cup. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he would have to wear it in the video.
True. True.
But yeah, like, I'm surprised, because I mean, a lot of big commercial hits came on this album, and this is like really the only one I could really think of that didn't have a video for it.
Exactly.
You know,
I have nothing against this song. This is an alright song, but I feel like that cameos Candy did. I don't know if it got sampled repeatedly by other people and not just by this song here. So like I mean, I'm not against the song or whatever, but after a while, like you kind of getting sick of hearing Candy.
For real. Like play Single Life. That's my shit.
right?
I'm living the sing. That's my shit by
That was
Cameo.
dope. Yeah,
Yes. Like even like some of the late '70s, early shit from the early '80s was pretty dope. But even when they did Single Life, that was when they was trying to do that whole mainstream commercial shit. But that worked well for them and shit. Like She's
right,
Strange, another dope
right.
song. Yeah,
Love that joint.
for real. But yeah, that's enough talk about Larry Blackman and shit. Oh shit. All right, then we got to Chasing Forever. Very dope song right here. It uses the Stevie Wonder sample, like y'all should know that sample and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it's pretty much you can pretty much tell Nas wrote this. That's all I'm gonna say. Like
Right.
some of the lines he was saying, like, "For I die, I plan to see your soul in eternity in the palm of my hands. Now, as a man, there's certain things I'm lacking for sure, but I'm committed to growing and coming at you mature. In the future, I know you ain't gonna be all good, but when we feeling the hurt, if we willing to work, like that has like I am Nas written all over it, like
No, definitely.
wordplay, imagery, and shit. Yeah, this song right here is pretty dope and shit like that. I love this fucking track. I think he was talking about, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was just I think he was talking about a girl or some shit. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
okay.
I thought you was talking about Jada.
I thought
Yeah,
so too.
yeah, Jada. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, very very dope track, man. Love this shit.
Yeah. I love it. Great beat by track masters and LES. Like the lush melodies, the piano. It kind of reminds me of LL Cool J's "Hey Lover." like
Ooh,
within that same mood
yeah.
of the song, and I like the beat. The background vocals is Trey Lorenz. He sang backup for Mariah on her
Yep.
early albums, like Emotions, and the first album, and Kenny Green. Kenny Green was some intro. He passed away from AIDS.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, back in like I think it was 2000 or whatever.
Facts.
That was a severely slept on R&B group. You know, definitely got to discuss them in the future.
I agree.
Um, huh?
I said I agree.
Yeah, and I thought from it samples the Ribbon in the Sky from Stevie Wonder classic joint, and Marley G sampled it as well for Keep It Real on his album,
Mm-hmm.
Last Chance No Breaks. Um, I think, I mean, to me, what I got from the song was that he was talking about Jada. You know what I mean? Because I mean, at that point, he was already with Jada. They already had their first child together at that point.
Yeah, which I forgot to
Um,
mention.
and I love the lines where he says, chase me forever, a buck wild endeavor. It seems, are you pursuing something real, just chasing a dream? I'm casing the scene. Um, Before I die, I plan to see us wilding eternity in the palm of our hands. So I just thought it was like a real like a heartfelt song dedicated to that significant other, which was Jada. And I thought it was a great song, real something different from Will. I mean, because Will, when he did like songs about chicks, it was like that he's trying to get with them, but never really like a love song where he poured his heart out about that woman he was with. So I think it was like a different, like a change up for him, and I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It just shows like the maturity and stuff, the
Right,
evolution
right.
used in the right way.
Chasing Forever is another favorite song of mine off this album. I love everything about it, from the Stevie Wonder sample to just the meaning of it. Because like when I was hearing it, like plenty of times, all I would think about was him just telling everybody how much he cares and loves Jada. That's all. That's the message I got from this song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like that's strong black love right there, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. Shit, I don't know what this Cardi and Quavo shit is.
That's not gonna last.
Culture.
I don't think it'll last either. I'm sorry.
Uh, anyway, enough of that trash. Next trash. I mean the next track. Excuse me. Don't say nothing. Yeah, this is really one of my favorite songs off this album.
You skipped the interlude.
Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna talk about the interludes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. Like, we ain't gonna.
Yeah, I love Jamie, but the only time I'm gonna hear him on the interlude if he's doing a raid. But
Right.
yeah, don't say nothing. Yeah, one of my favorite tracks off this album, man. Like, this is pretty much his answer to everyone that says he's soft, he is a Disney rapper and shit. But at the same time, he's saying y'all might call me soft, but y'all still check for my movies and the music and shit like that. So don't say nothing to me about that. And then that's pretty much what I got from that. I like the line when he says, "Man, I love being me, ready to rock the block with some more hot top notch for you to cop. No more Mr. Nice Guy. My whole life I've been smiling when I felt like wildin'. Jealousy swinging on me made his attack. He soft, he whack, man. That ain't real rap. You believe that." I love the way he was going in on this shit right here. Definitely a strong track off this album. And yeah, this, I know what I'm saying, but like you can definitely tell like this definitely was not supposed to be a single and shit though. But
Right.
yeah, probably like a street single, he probably would have released it. You know.
I'm gonna talk just a little bit about the interlude, like when Jada's on that interlude with Keep Me Real, and he's asking Jada how long do you think this Will Smith hypothermia will last, and then he's like taking shots at Will and talking about he wasn't, I heard he wasn't really a big Willie in bed, and can he sling it, and
Oh
then
shit.
Jada slaps him. I thought that part was funny. the actual song of Don't Say Nothing, I thought it was dope. Like, to have Jazzy Jeff on it and produce a track for him. At that point, I don't think Jazzy Jeff at that point had like discovered like Jill Scott and Musique and them cats from Philly yet. And he was, he had a dope. He gave Will a dope beat, and I like the bass line, the scratches. At the beginning of the song, you hear Will talking about like when he started in '86 with Jazzy Jeff, and how people was calling him popcorn rap, and even Ice. I remember when Ice T was on Arsenio, and he had the interview with Arsenio, and he was like taking shots at Will, calling him Disney rap and all that.
Yeah.
And I just feel like even now in this day and age, we have different artists that some people might like and some people might not like. So it's like Migos, people love Migos. I don't care for them, but it's still considered rap altogether. I don't like labeling rap. Well, this is this type of rapper. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you have artists that people gonna like and artists that people don't like. And I feel like Will was that type of artist where a lot of people loved him, and then he got his haters. A lot of people didn't care for what he did, but I still think he's a legend. I think he was great at what he did, and I always was a fan of his, and I definitely loved this track, and it was a solid cut.
I agree. Definitely highly good words right there.
Yeah, don't say nothing. Yeah, I love this, and I think that's a good answer back to all the people I don't know speculating that maybe that he's whack or whatever, and if you and my thing is if you really don't have nothing good to say, then just shut up. Like,
Yep,
Pretty much.
exactly.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah, he's still gonna do him at the end of the day. Still making money through movies or music or whatever. Just let the man be.
Facts. Yeah, and y'all still gonna be checking for that.
Hmm.
And yeah, like Try mentioned, I forgot to mention, yeah, Jazzy Jeff, Pelza, and Toby worked on that track right there. The beat was very dope on that too. Now, Miami. I actually like this. I love this song actually.
Yep.
Like I would actually prefer it more than Getting Jiggy with it. Um, yeah, this song right here definitely like an ode to Miami. The Miami girls and shit like that. Uses the famous Whisper sample right there. Y'all should know about that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, LES and Trackmasters, who always do some dope work together, made this shit right here. Low-key, I can low-key see AZ on this shit too. Like from Pieces of a Man. AZ.
Right.
Um, yeah, man, Miami. Everyone knows about this shit right here.
Dope track, love. Rest of a club banger. Um, I like the lines where he says, "I only came for 2 days of playing, but every time I come, I always wind up staying. This is the type of town I can spend a few days in. Miami, the city that keeps the roof blazing. Fire. I got family all over Florida, Miami, Orlando, Tampa. Been down there so many times. It's always nice to visit. I love the weather down here. Um, I like this version more than the reggaeton version
Oh
because I didn't really
God.
care. I didn't like when that video dropped. I didn't understand why he did like the first half was like the regular version and then he switched to the reggaeton or whatever. But I love the regular version. My mom used to play that Whispers album all the time around the house, so I've heard this song many times from them.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big hit for them as well at that time, and just a great song.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. The Whispers, another underrated R&B group right there.
Yeah, Miami is such a great song. I didn't like that how he did the music video either. Like he started out the regular version on here and then switched it up in the middle of the song. I did not like that at all. But it's a great song. Great use of the whisper sample and the beat goes on and 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 I really didn't start listening to this song until like when I got like in high school, I think, because I didn't hear this song getting played as much around like close friends of my family or whatever, like versus Getting Jiggy With It was getting overplayed. So,
Na, na,
so
na,
yeah,
na.
I can listen to Miami a little bit more than Getting Jiggy With It for the time being.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Besides the reggaeton version.
Right.
Oh God, I did not like that. I did not like that.
Shit. Um, Track number 9, Yes Yes Y'all. That features Camp Low. And Coco also did background vocals on Miami too. I forgot to mention.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yep, she
No.
did. Yeah, shout out to Coco SWV. Yep, Sisters with Voices. But back to Yes Yes Y'all. That features Camp Low. Another beat produced by LES and Trackmasters. Lyrically is good. It has some dope lines and shit, but I'm not a big fan of this song like as much as like a lot of people. I don't know what it is, but this song never really grabbed me like that. I don't know what it is and shit. But he did have some like dope lines and shit like about to have an Oscar standing next to my Grammys, plural mucho, no need to talk though. I'm just do so. I'm coming at you with the smoothest slickness. Behold the style, lick of this kicking. Like, love some of the slick lines he was doing and shit. And Camp Low was ad libbing on the background in the chorus and stuff. So yeah, man.
Banging track, real smooth and melodic, just like Camp Lo would do. They got that smooth melodic type of vibe with their music. I like the bass line, the scratches, the lines where Will said the smile inspirator asked him to Grenada, one of the only MCs to say cheese or Schwarzenegger. Fire. That already showed you at that point how big he was in Hollywood. Like he taking pictures with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
And I wish I don't think there's not a video for this, right?
No, no video.
Yeah, because
No.
I know when they were playing the promo commercials for this album, like in the commercial they would play this song. So and like on the promo stick it has this as one of the singles, but there's no video for it. But
Yeah.
I think it's a dope song. I just to hear like Camp Lo with Will Smith. I'm like who would have thought you would hear like Sonny Chiba on a track with Will Smith? That just dope, man. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
This is another song that's a feel good song that I like and I can vibe out to. But I just never expected Camp Lo and Will Smith to collab on a track, especially this. But I wish they would have dropped a video because I can see it being dope and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just something about this song. I just can't put my finger on it. Just something about it that really intrigues me that I like.
Yeah, man. Just that's one thing about Will Smith. I can say his vocabulary was very top notch and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially back in like the '80s and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Track number 10, I Loved You. Yeah, this is my favorite track off this album. On some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's just pretty much spazzing out on this fucking girl thing that broke his heart and shit. Yeah, man, very dope track. I love the beat. That was produced by Jazzy Jeff, Pelzer, Vaughn, and Toby and stuff. Yeah, man, Will was kind of like in rare form and shit. He's just spazzing out on this chick like, I tried to build a future, turn the house into a home. I wanted us to be one flesh and one bone. It's so hard to keep my sanity. Now all I can do is sit back and reminisce. Look at the pictures in the frames, yo. Why you playing games, yo? Like, yeah, you can just feel like the vulnerability. But one thing I can respect about this song, and I've always respected about Will Smith, like he never cursed on his records. Well,
Right.
besides that one song, that Blink a Bitch song. But let me stop. But yeah, that's I Loved You, very dope song right there.
Yeah, that was a cool. I like the beat and bass line. Dope track from Jazzy Jeff and the chorus. Being sung by Ryan Toby and Valvin Roan. That was cool. It's not really like one of my favorites, but it was still solid. It was still a solid track.
Okay. Yeah, Will said.
Yeah, I love you. It's not a favorite of mine either, but what it did to me is like it had me in my feelings as I was hearing about it, hearing this song, because I think everyone who's been through a situation like, yeah, you love that person and you thought it was gonna be something like y'all gonna last forever or something, and next thing you know you find out it's not, and it's like, dang, all you can really do is just reminisce and just, I guess, let things be, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it had done to me. So not a favorite I can consider myself putting on repeat, because if I did, I think I might end up crying.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Like that's what music does. It can evoke plenty of emotions, and so no
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, music will have you in your feelings,
Right.
depending on what song it is.
You ain't lying about that. Try. Do you have anything to say about the Be Real skit?
Um, that was funny. It got annoying at that point because I felt like where are the skits going? Like, is he just putting Jamie Foxx on the album just to put him on there? You know, I didn't see like a destination. Like, I can understand if like in the beginning that you put that one intro like to start the album off, but
Mm-hmm.
then like when you like I don't know, like all through the album that he dropped these little skits with Jamie Foxx playing his characters, like, but what's the end result to it? I didn't understand what was the purpose of having these skits on the album. And with this one, he's asking Will Smith like, "Oh, you only keeping Jazzy Jeff around because you don't want to look like the big Willie Hollywood star that you are. Now process that like you're here." You know what I'm saying? So he was like saying like little stupid shit on the interludes, but I didn't really see where it was going. Like,
You ain't
what's the
bad. You're
what's the end
nothing.
result? I just thought it was dumb.
For real.
Yeah, I found all them skits to be pointless, because it's like, where are you going with this?
Right.
Oh shit, man. Man, this is what I missed about live streaming, man. Like, I love this shit right now. Okay. Track number 12. It's all good. Um, yeah, the same way how you feel about I Loved You is the same way how I feel about It's All Good. It's a solid
Right.
track, but it's not really like one of my favorites or
Right.
shit like that. Not skip worthy, but pretty much filler.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. Like, he used another recognizable sample from another big hit at that time. And everybody knows the Good Times joint,
Right.
and the background vocals was sung by Tia Mintz. I thought she sounded good on that song, and it was decent. It wasn't like a standout track. It's just like it was like you said, like another like album song right there. But it was
Yep.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's an okay track, but at the same time, it's a forgettable one. There's nothing really pops out at me whenever I hear it.
Okay. Got you. Got you. Um. Now this next song, I'm gonna probably surprise y'all with some trivia I found about this, but just the two of us love this song right here. Um, of course, it uses the Grover Washington Jr. and Bill Withers song. Rest in peace, Grover Washington Jr. So y'all would never believe who did background vocals on this song.
Hmm.
Who?
Tashina Arnold.
Oh wow,
What?
Yeah.
really?
Pam, Rochelle.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Tashina. Cause if it was
I would
Tisha,
not know.
cause if it was Tisha, she would have taken us on a journey. She would have taken over the song.
Oh,
And
Oh shit. But
then
yeah,
I know that.
you said what?
See that when I was looking at is she credited for background vocals?
Well, actually saw the information. I don't think she's credited, but
Right.
while I was reading up on the album, they said teaching Arnold did some background vocals. I was like,
'Cause like in the album booklet, like the background vocals they credit is some guy named Fuzzy and Trisha Covington.
oh wow,
I think Trisha Covington was a R&B singer back in the '90s. Like, she had like one album out or something, but I didn't see Tashina Arnold name anywhere.
yeah. I
hmm.
I saw that when I was doing the research when I was for this album, so I just thought it was
Right.
interesting. But who knows?
Yeah.
Cause you know
Right.
sometimes motherfuckers don't want to get credited for shit. Like,
Right.
hmm
Hmm.
That's true.
but yeah, with just the two of us, pretty rare topic for that time. He's talking about dedicating songs to like his son and shit like that, just the bond between like a father and son. And you
Right.
don't
Hmm.
really get songs like that in hip hop. Like the
No.
closest songs you get probably Tupac's Papa song, Shaq's Biological Don't Matter.
Right.
Yes, I said Shaq. Um, I would even count Nas, Bridging the Gap. I would even count that.
Right.
But yeah, this is probably one of the best like songs dedicated like a father to a son and shit. Very heartfelt song, and the video is dope too. Love the video.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jada in the video while she was pregnant and
Hmm.
shit.
Right. Yeah, I think it's definitely a great song done by Source, a real melodic track, soulful beat. The background vocals were soulful. There are different song, like you said, like Will talking about it, his firstborn, and the day he was at the hospital and had so many emotions. He felt like becoming a first time dad, and I thought that was real dope, and that's something that we don't hear a lot in hip hop,
Right.
especially.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we like the songs in the past, like whether it was Edo G and the Bulldogs, Be a Father to Your Child, or the song of the Dynasty. I forgot the name of that song with Jay-Z and Beans. Like songs like that, we hear about deadbeat dads, but we don't have too many hip hop songs where they're actually talking about becoming a dad.
Right.
And I think that was dope for Will to do that. I wish there was more of that. You know, the lines where he starts the song off, and the lines he says, from the first time the doctor placed you in my arms, I knew I'd meet death before I let you meet harm. Although questions arose in my mind, would I be man enough against wrong, choose right, and be standing up? And just from that verse, just talking about his fears as a dad, and all the emotions and his thoughts that what he was going through when he was holding his kid for the first time. I thought I was it was real dope, a real dope song, and having Jada, his real life wife in the video was dope as well. Just a dope song.
I agree. And before I let Ash continue, I made a slight mistake. Tishina Alno actually did vocals on Just Cruising, actually.
Oh, just cruising. Okay.
And
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
And Coco did vocals on Men in Black, not Miami. That was my
Right.
fault. My fault
Yeah.
about
Right.
that. But yeah, continue, Ash.
Okay. Yeah, this song it's so sweet, and the fact that he did it about his son Trey, it really shows like the versatility of Will Smith. Like he could rap about anything. He could rap about how like so in love he is with his wife Jada, and a song I loved you, and this here, like that just goes to show like how good this man really is, and he cares about his family, and of course Trey, his firstborn son, and then having the video with Jada in it, being pregnant with their first child together, and all that. That's really incredible.
Yeah, man, I definitely agree and shit. Just two of us. That song should be recognized more when it comes to hip hop, but
Yeah.
we all know why. And again, that was another Bill Withers sample and shit too. Another
Mhm.
artist I feel like is rich from hip hop in my opinion, because
Mhm.
yeah. Anything to say about the Be Real skit?
The this is the last skit on the album, and he's talking to Will about starting his own barbershop and going into business
And
together.
record studio
Right.
and
I don't like that. I didn't like none of the skits on the album.
Right. Alright, track number 15, Big Willie Style featuring Left Eye. Yeah, this was a pretty solid track. Not expecting Left Eye to be on a song with Will Smith, but they made it work. Pretty much what I got from this song was like I want to say like a lavish kind of like just a Las Vegas like braggadocio kind of song and shit like that. Pretty much. Yeah, man, very dope track. I felt like Left Eye definitely did a thing with that fucking verse and shit like that. But a little thing I read that she didn't actually write that verse and stuff like that. So
What?
yeah. That's from what I looked up. Because originally she wasn't even supposed to have been on the song too.
Right.
I did not know that.
Shoot. But yeah, that's how I say about Big Willie Style. Pretty solid song.
Now this song, I could definitely hear Camp Lo in this song too,
Facts.
because it has that dope player vibe, or even AZ, like you said. I could hear AZ on this song as well. You know, I like the beat. You know, it has that. You know, every time I hear this song, it reminds me. I don't know why I always have like Chris Tucker in mind from Rush Hour 2 when he was in Vegas.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just weird, but it has that type of like Las Vegas player vibe to it, you know.
Yeah.
And you know the lines where he says in Las Vegas, boss players all across the board, move makers and shakers, money can't break us, but the places it can take us. I thought that was dope, and having, like you said, like having Left Eye on a, I never expected to hear Left Eye on a song with Will Smith, and I thought she had a dope verse. I didn't know she didn't write her verse, but I thought it was still dope at the end of the day. Like, Left Eye wasn't really like a strong lyricist. I never looked at her like a strong lyricist. I just thought like she was good for what she did in TLC. You know, being the female, rapper, and being, different from, T-Boz and Chili.
Right.
But I thought she had a dope verse. I think it was a dope title track.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly didn't really care too much for the title track right here, Big Willie Style. But I will say, I think Left Eye's rap is what saved the song to me. But I had no idea that she didn't write it. Because a lot of times, like when songs are featured with Left Eye, she mainly writes a lot of her material. But I did not know she did not write her verse. I found that a little surprising to me.
Yeah, cause I read that she's always known to like write her songs and shit, but sometimes
write her own verses in certain songs. Even with TLC, she's known to do that too.
Yeah, that's crazy and shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, and the final song off this album is the title track of the Men in Black, of course. Dope. I mean, pretty dope song. It's a soundtrack. It's a soundtrack song. So, what do you expect? That's all I'm gonna say. The video, everyone knows about the Men in Black dance and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, Coco of course did vocals on this track. Yeah, it was a pretty solid song.
Love it. Love the song. Love the movie. You know, the title held by me, MIB, means what you think you saw, you did not see. Love that. I think it was a great song. I mean, he was big. This was a big hit for him, and I feel like that's probably why he made Big Willie Style, because he wanted to, what I'm trying to say, capitalize on the success of Men in Black. So yeah, you have to put it on the album. Right? I think it was great to have it on the album, and just a great song. Coco did her thing, track masters, love it.
I agree.
Yeah. This is a timeless song that'll never get old. And the movie Men in Black, I mean, this song as well as the film came out when I was a kid, and I love everything about it. Even the video was funny. Even like in the middle of the song with the alien was dancing with them.
Right.
Who can't forget that? Like, oh my god. Because I hear this song being played sometimes, like if I'm hanging out, like say at a skating rink or whatever, I would hear it being played, or wherever. It's just that good of a song that is not that. It had its moments where it kind of did get overplayed, but not to the extent of getting jiggy with it.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna say our final thoughts because I'm about to be late for work and stuff. Yeah, man. Love this album. Just because it's Will Smith, just because you guys think he's a commercial pop rapper and shit. He has some dope song concepts. Some of the songs will actually like make you think. Some of the songs will make you feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, there's like a lot of entertaining songs as well too, and shit like that. Yeah, I felt like it was sequenced pretty well. They had like the early songs like Getting Jiggy with It, Candy grouped together. Had like the so songs, like It's All Good and shit like that. I felt like it was just sequenced well, especially for a shiny suit era hip hop album at this time and stuff. Well, I wouldn't really call that shiny suit. It definitely is pop. I want to say like Bad Boy shiny suit-ish and shit. But yeah. Is this album still in print, Troy?
Yes, I believe it's still available.
Okay, bet. Yeah, that's what I say about this album. I'm gonna give this 4 mics, definitely 4 mics.
I think it's a great album. Minus the skits, I didn't care for the skits.
You're right.
But later on in hindsight, when you see Ali, you realize, oh, just Jimmy Fox on the album. He did Ali with Jimmy Fox. But minus the skits, I think it's a great album. Great production by LES and the Trackmasters. Jazzy Jeff, Fanatic, Sauce. The Slow and Left Eye, thought I was dope and never expected to hear them on a Will Smith album.
Mm-hmm.
The songs, he picked the right singles, Getting Jiggy with It. You had, just the two, to have like just the two of us and Chasing Forever, like those are like real mature songs for Will.
Right.
It's something that he never really crossed that territory before, and I thought that was like the more mature Fresh Prince that we heard, and this was like a mature album. This was like the Fresh Prince like exiting and entering Will Smith, and I think this is the best rap comeback album. Like as far as like a rapper, becoming Hollywood and doing shows and movies. I think this is the best comeback album. I don't think Ice Cube or LL has any dope cult comeback albums from being away for that long. And you know what I mean? So I definitely feel like this is the best rap comeback album ever, and I definitely think it's a 5-mic classic.
Well said.
Yeah, this is a good album here. Consider like even though it had those skits that we all don't care too much for, but it's overall good album, and you can see like the versatility of Will Smith in some of the songs from Just the Two of Us to I Loved You and Chasing Forever, and as well as like the commercial success of songs such as Getting Jiggy with It, Miami, and Men in Black, of course. But yeah, I would give this album 4 out of 5 mics.
Bet.
Dope.
So yeah, so that's all that has to be said about Big Willie style, and I'm definitely thinking about actually reviewing Millennium, but not right now. I want to just revisit the album and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've heard good things about it last night, but I'll give it a chance. Because I've heard it before, but I didn't remember a lot of the shit, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank y'all so much for this. Sorry about all this technical mishaps and
It's all
stuff
good.
like that.
It's okay.
Yeah, so OBS is going to be the new shit from now on and shit. I'm glad about this one.
Yeah.
And stuff, so yeah, with that being said, I wish I could answer a lot of people in the chat right now and shit like that. I know I see a lot of people in the chat, but next chat I got y'all. I just got to get ready to go to work. But thank y'all so much. Click that subscribe button, like this video, share it. It's your boy Reg here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.